Get ready for cargo shots from the Strait Times, presented by HACTL. Here's a weekly roundup of the latest air freight and logistics news.
In a long-delayed move, ANA Group has completed its acquisition of Nippon Cargo Airlines. Meanwhile, dnata's new $70 million automated cargo terminal at Amsterdam Schiphol is facing operational issues. And Cathay Cargo handled more than 800,000 tons in the first half of 2025. Stay with us as we take you through this week's top stories from the world of air cargo. I am Nikita Sebastian and you are watching Cargo Shots presented by HACTL. ANA Holdings has completed its acquisition of Nippon Cargo Airlines from NYK Line through a simplified share exchange on August 1, following final regulatory approvals including from China. The deal adds 8 Boeing 747-8 to ANA's fleet, boosting cargo capacity across Asia, Europe and North America. NCA's 7 747-400Fs, currently leased to other airlines like Atlas Air and ASL Airlines Belgium, remain part of its asset base. The acquisition positions ANA as Japan's largest combination carrier and 14th globally by cargo volume. It also enhances ANA's capabilities in handling both specialized and general freight, strengthening profitability and network flexibility. NCA will be fully consolidated into ANA's financials starting Q2 FY 2025-2026. In a related move, ANA Cargo has started selling capacity on Calita Air's Narita-Chicago service, supporting its strategy to grow on critical trans-Pacific lanes. dnata's new $70 million automated cargo terminal at Amsterdam Schiphol, launched in July 2025, continues to face significant operational issues, prompting Singapore Airlines to shift its import cargo handling to Swissport from August 6. The 61,000-meter-square facility, equipped with ASRS AGVs and smart gates, was designed to handle 850,000 tons annually, with 30% less manual labor. However, persistent disruptions such as tracking failures, misplaced shipments, and long truck queues have impacted cargo visibility and service reliability. dnata acknowledged transition challenges and reopened its old terminal to ease the backlog. Singapore Airlines, the first carrier to publicly exit dnata's facility, cited major disruptions beyond our control in a customer advisory and confirmed the move will remain in effect until further notice. Other forwarders have already begun diverting to Swissport, Menzies and WFS, even as all vendors claim systems are operational with ongoing support. DSV has officially begun integrating DB Schenker, acquired from Deutsche Bahn in April 2025. The company expects to complete most of the processes by 2028, generating annual savings of 9 billion Danish krone. Integration has started smoothly, beginning country by country in Q3 2025 with the Air and Sea division. A key agreement with employee representatives enables DSV to begin integration in Germany this year. The process will cost 11 billion Danish krone, with 2 to 2.5 billion Danish krone to be spent in 2025 as special items. In Q2, DSV posted an operating profit of 4.73 billion Danish krone, including 0.925 billion Danish krone from Schenker. Gross profit rose to 17.2 billion Danish krone, with Schenker contributing 6.41 billion Danish krone. DSV maintained its full-year profit guidance despite integration and market headwinds. WiseTech Global has finalized its $2.1 billion all-cash acquisition of US-based E2 Open, funded through a new syndicated debt facility. The deal, first announced in May 2025, brings together two major logistics and trade tech players and significantly broadens WiseTech's customer base beyond logistics service providers. By integrating E2 Open's cloud-based trade and supply chain tools, WiseTech will now serve shippers, manufacturers, importers, exporters, and brand owners globally. The combined platform aims to connect all parties in a single system, streamlining processes from order to fulfillment across all transport modes and geographies. WiseTech will share further updates during its FY25 results on August 27, 2025. Cathay Cargo moved around 800,000 tons in H1 2025, marking a 11.4% year-on-year rise, even as yield fell 3.4% to $0.34 and load factor declined slightly. Revenue still grew 2.2% to $1.45 billion, driven by demand for high-tech, pharma, and perishables. From its base at Hong Kong International Airport, the airline operated 100 freighter flights and over 1,600 cargo-enabled passenger flights weekly to more than 100 global destinations. It boosted trans-Pacific services, added flights to Hanoi and Brisbane, and handled unique cargo including terracotta artifacts and racehorses. Looking ahead, Cathay Cargo will focus on digitalization, specialist offerings, and fleet investments as part of a $13 billion group-wide push. IAG Cargo reported €629 million in revenue for H1 2025, up 11.1% year-on-year, driven by a 4.5% increase in cargo volumes and a 6.4% rise in yields. Strong growth on Latin America Europe lanes, where tonnage rose 19.3% due to perishables demand, contributed significantly to this performance. Demand for IAG Cargo's critical product for time-sensitive shipments surged 30.5%. CEO David Shepherd credited customer trust and continued investment in digital transformation, including real-time tracking, predictive analytics, and agile pricing tools for enhancing service reliability. Looking ahead, IAG Cargo is preparing to launch its global cargo joint business with Qatar Airways Cargo and Mars Cargo by late 2025, pending regulatory clearance. The alliance aims to expand capacity and routing flexibility across Asia-Pacific, Europe, the Middle East, and the Americas. The partners have also pledged 1,000 tons of capacity to support UN World Food Programme efforts. Thank you for joining us on this week's Cargo Shots. Stay updated by hitting the subscribe button on our YouTube channel and visiting www.stattimes.com for daily news updates. We will be back next week with a new episode of Cargo Shots featuring more interesting stories.
You've been watching Cargo Shots from the Strat Times, presented by HACTL. See you next week with more updates from the air cargo and logistics industry.